All right, so we're going to play a little fun game of contender versus pretender.
Okay.
NFL edition. So we're heading into the home stretch. We're going to iron out some playoff teams here. You're going to tell me whether they're legit, they're contenders, or maybe they're fool's gold and they're pretenders. So we're going to start off with the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, they're definitely a contender.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they haven't beaten a above 500 team, I still think their offense is extremely good. The only thing I'd be concerned, though, is with their defense. They've lost a couple of key pieces, Jalen Phillips.
Sure. Yeah.
But I think they can contend. I mean, you're the number one seed for a reason right now. So, I mean,
for sure.
You got to be a contender.
Yeah. Next, we're going with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think they're still a contender. Certainly, I don't think Trevor Lawrence's injury, at least at the time of this video being made, it doesn't seem like it's significant.
Yeah.
Where he's going to miss a lot of time. But I think they, once again, if they won against the Cincinnati Bengals, they would have been the number one seed.
Yeah.
And I still think their defense and their offensive pieces can still get them at least to maybe not a conference final, but a semifinal sort of deal.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think contender.
Yep. Next we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Your team.
Oh God.
They are 7-5 right now.
Yeah, that's probably the worst 7-5 ever. Taking all bias aside, I would have to say pretender.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't. Nothing's really materialized. Offensively, we got rid of Matt Canada, which that was the right thing to do.
Yep.
And we looked good for one game, but we still didn't look good against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And then our inside linebacker depth is terrible right now. I mean, we lost two inside linebackers, Cole Holcomb and Quan Alexander, to IR, and Elandon Roberts went down with a thigh injury. So it's kind of cutthroat right now. So hopefully we can beat your team, the Patriots.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I don't see with the teams behind them, like the Texans and the Colts, even the Bills. I just don't think they can. I don't think they can win enough in the stretch here because I know they still have the Ravens, the Seattle Seahawks on the road. But either way, no matter what team it is for the Steelers, it's never an easy game. It doesn't matter if the team's 0-15 or 15-0.
Yeah.
The Steelers are going to play them right down to the wire.
Exactly.
But I would say they're a pretender at this moment.
Yeah. So next one, this is a team currently out of the playoffs. The Buffalo Bills. How do you feel about them?
I think they can contend, but I don't think their schedule is going to allow them to.
Yep.
They got to play Kansas City coming up this week. I think they can contend, but I think their schedule is going to prevent them from making the playoffs.
Yeah, it's tough.
Because they still got to play Miami again, I believe, correct? And in Miami.
I think so, yeah.
So, and they still got to play New England, right?
Yeah, I think last week.
And New England already beat them once, so, I think they can get 2 more wins out of their remaining schedule. I think if they made the playoffs, I think they could contend, but their schedule remaining is going to prevent them from making the playoffs.
Going to be tough.
They don't have a lot of tiebreakers right now.
Yeah.
Broncos, Bengals.
It's tough.
It's just going to be a tough hill to climb.
Yeah. And then this last team, they have a similar situation with the Bills. They got a tough schedule ahead. They haven't beaten really any great teams, but it's the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, I think they can contend easily. I think, it's just like with the Miami Dolphins. You think they're, I'm not saying a bad team, but we think, oh, well, they haven't played anybody. Well, it's the old adage of saying, well, you only play your schedule. You don't go in. It's not like you go in and picking, oh, I want to play, the best teams every year. It's just what the schedule is. Their issue is going to be where their seeding is going to come from, because because they'll probably be the 5th seed unless somehow they beat Philadelphia and San Francisco loses another game. But that's going to be their biggest thing, is they got to be. They don't want to play San Francisco until the championship game.
Yep, exactly.
Obviously. And they're gonna try everything they can. They're gonna put so much stock into this week's Philadelphia game coming up.
Oh yeah, that's
because if they can beat them, they can get
That's-
right to the number 1 seed. But
Yeah,
they need
that'll be
San
huge.
Francisco to lose, and Dallas has been a better team at home and then on the road.
Yep.
But I think they can contend.
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they made the playoffs.
for sure.
Or excuse me, I wouldn't be surprised if they made the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
It'll just be they're gonna have to have things fall the right way for them.
yeah, we're gonna see what they're made of too, because they got a tough schedule coming up.
Yeah, they got to play Detroit,
Philly, Miami,
Miami.
and then I think they still play Washington. I want to say too.
Yes.
So yeah, they got some tough teams coming up. So we'll see what they're made of
Yeah.
too. But fun
So-
little game
So
there.
we got 4 teams. So you picked my team as the only crap team
Yeah.
to not make or
Yeah,
be a
had to
pretender.
do it to you.
Oh,
Yep.
well. But
So-
you know what? Even if we don't make the playoffs this year, all Steelers fans can agree that firing Matt Canada, we
Oh,
already
that's a
won.
win.
We already won our Super Bowl,
Yeah,
so we're
That's
good
a
to
bit.
go.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
Yes.